It reminds me, like I often people are like, well, how do we create more mindful kids? And it's like, well, I know how to create stressed out, miserable kids. You just surround them with stressed out, miserable adults. Like it's very
Yeah.
easy that way. So if we want calmer, more mindful kids, we actually really do have to surround them with calmer, more mindful adults. Kids learn in all these ways that you talk about. They learn through modeling, like how do we react? Do we react with anger to a petty situation? Then they'll react with anger, right? But they also don't just watch us, they also pick up our
Yeah.
emotions on these other levels in terms of what's happening as our nervous systems are connecting, disconnecting like hundreds of times per second, kind of in these micro interactions, whether it's, kind of micro facial expressions or the ways that our breath rates synchronize, our heart rates start to shift and change. Again, when we're in the presence of somebody else, our body language, all of these things actually are communicating at the unconscious level and saying, you're safe, you're not safe. Get into fight or flight, get into, kind of mindfulness and compassion sort of way of being, right? With all of this kind of stuff, right, it so much becomes then about what's the quality of presence that we're bringing. And I also want to emphasize it's okay that we get upset. Like
Hmm.
we lose it. We're parents. None of us is perfect. The point is like, how do we then come back together, right? If we never
Yeah.
come back together and say, you know what, I screwed up, or, I'm disappointed, but that doesn't mean I don't love you, or, whatever the language is that lets the kids know that we're still there and we still love them.